quick overview of some of the pieces of equipment we got. Here's the front of the shed, and you can see baler sitting in there. And we got our trailers over here. So we're going to go over some of these pieces of equipment. We'll start here at the front of the shed. That's our 5095M John Deere. We got this year, we've had it just a little over 4 months now. Done put 200 hours on it. It's got a 563 loader on it, which actually came off of that tractor over there. Our John Deere 6415. We can get in here and see the number on it. Anyway, you can see a little bit there. But anyway, that's the two main tractors we use, both cab tractors. The 6415 is a 2003 model. It's got about 1,300 hours on it. Two-wheel drive. Of course, this one's four-wheel drive. Got the bucket on it right now, and the box blade on the back. Was doing a little spreading some gravel on the driveway yesterday. We had brought out anyway, and there's a seed drill, the Great Plains 606 NT, and I've already done one video of it. I'm going to do another one in the daylight and go over it a little bit more in depth. Back here behind the tractor, we've got, well, back up, get it here, we got the 468 John Deere baler silage special here on the side. And it's got the mega wide pickup, and get around here to the back, got the cover edge net wrap system on it, and the real big tires, and kicker bar, and anyway, 2007 model. It's got a little over 12,000 bales on it. So we'll probably have to do 2 or 3 videos on this thing and the monitor. I don't know if you can see it up there in the cab. We're gonna go through it and show you how it works, go through the baler. I'm gonna try to point out some stuff on this thing, some of the things we've had problems with, some of the things I like about it, and this and that. So if you're interested in the 468 baler, any John Deere baler in general, we'll cover a good bit of that. Over here behind it is baler we hadn't even drug out yet this year, the old 530. This was my father's baler, which we still got, and it's probably going to go up for sale soon. So I don't know if I'll go over it much, but it does work, works well. Used it some last year and whatnot, but our days of doing 5-foot wide rolls are probably near an end, so we're going to start doing everything with this 4-foot wide roller from here on out with the net. It's a lot quicker. But anyway, there's our old square baler, which hasn't even been cleaned up yet this year. Still got a bale of hay sitting on top of it, but that's it. Still puts out nice, good, tight bales and whatnot. So we'll just keep using it, and until we have to get another one. We'd like to have an inline baler, but anyway, that's that. Over here we got four-wheeler. We got the John Deere Gator, full of fence fixing equipment, chainsaw and whatnot. That's what this does. We've got about 3 miles of fence here on this farm, so that's what we use that for. See, over here we got our Old Faithful, one of the best tractors they say John Deere ever made. That tractor's got, it's been rebuilt once. It's got somewhere around 16,000 hours on it, and altogether, but still runs. It's seen better days. Did have a loader on it, but we took that off and sold it when we got these newer loaders. But anyway, here on the trailer, I can't move around where you can see this, but it's our square bell grapple. We haven't done any square bells yet this year, but that's what it is, Parish AgriTurf. I'll have to get this out in the open where you can see it better. Hopefully we'll do some videos of how this thing operates. And I've got a custom accumulator built onto this thing. I don't know if you can see it on the bottom. This is rare. The guy actually custom did this for me. So I think he may have did a few others, so I don't know if I'm the only one with one, but it's a lot cheaper than buying the whole accumulator and the grapple if you're not, you know, just really big into square bells like us. I mean, we do a few thousand a year, but, you know, it's hard to justify paying that much. So we had that done, and that worked out really well. So anyway, let me move out of the shed here, and we'll show you the trailers. Alright, there's our tedder backed up in the weeds, and our hay crimper, which hadn't even drug out yet this year. I need to drag it out of the weeds and go over it maintenance. We're going to be using it here in a few weeks. But anyway, there's a Frontier tedder. I picked that up pretty cheap from a guy. I'd only used it a couple of times, and works real well. We're probably large enough that we really need a 4-basket tedder here. But for right now, that'll do. And anyway, there's the old crimper. Hard to find those anymore. I call it a crimper. It's actually a conditioner. We use that on our bahia grass. But anyway, get that pulled out of the weeds. Walk over here to the trailers. As you can see, we still got 2 grain bins where we used to row crop here. But anyway, there's the Easy Haul hay handler, which I've already did a video of. I may do a few more quick videos of it unloading. I didn't actually get one unloading because I didn't have any hay on it at the time. But anyway, there it is, and we'll do a video on this trailer too, the Larimore. It's 25-foot gooseneck. Has a really nice feature to it that you don't see on many gooseneck trailers. Is this dovetail actually whole center piece lifts up flat. You can get about another 50 square bells in the back of this trailer with that. And you know, you're probably thinking, well, about all the trailers have ramps that fold over flat or something now, but there is a difference. We have experienced one of the other manufacturers out there, and this is much superior. The ramps are much longer on this trailer, and of course, you know, you can support them upright, fold them down, and the rake or grade on the dovetail is much less than some others, so a lot easier when loading and unloading equipment. So anyway, let's move to the next item. Alright, also sitting in the weeds is our brush grapple that we got this year. Hard item to find with the global hookup on it like we've got on our loader. But anyway, there it is. Move over here. Here's the truck we used to pull our trailers around with. 2008 Dodge, coming 6.7 liter diesel. Here's our custom hay wagon with a flat tire. As of the other day, I got to fix. Put a tarp on it to keep the water out of it. But anyway, we built this. Well, my dad built it mostly. I was not too old at the time, but we built this to haul hay out of an area that you cannot get a flatbed gooseneck trailer or any sort into. Pretty rough area. It's low, it's muddy. A lot of hay down there, a lot of good hay in that area. But we built this wagon and haul 6 rolls on it, 2 up top, and be 8 rolls at a time, a couple on the tractor. So you can haul 10 rolls at a time out with this thing. It's seen better days, but yet still works well when you have a flat tire. But anyway, there it is. So there was a quick overview of the equipment that we got. Well, now I got disc mowers. Let me walk over there. Well, I keep forgetting about equipment. I've thought of some more things. But anyway, here's our disc mower, our main one we use. We got 2, as you'll see here in a second. Our other one is not in use at the moment for good reason. This is a Wagon CM247. It is an older model. I think I hear it called the older model and newer model. There's some differences. But anyway, one of the 3-bladed type mowers. on the disc, as I'll show you, which is a pretty good must for doing the Bahia grass, because that stuff is rather hard to cut. Put that down there. But anyway, there's our disc mower, and that is an old coon that we've ran for several years until finally wore a hole through the top of the bar, and that is why it's sitting there right now. It actually had been JB welded and wore through again, so it went several years that way. So it's sitting there until we repair it. We had the belt drive and the bearings and all that up there rebuilt here about, I don't know, this was last year, and got it back, and they'd supposedly fixed holes in the bar, but it started leaking again. So anyway, it's pretty sad looking shape, but it works. It just leaks oil. Anyway, there's a root rake, or rock rake, I guess you should call it. Used to clean up stuff. Cultipacker for when we sow our seeds. And I'll walk over here, show you our bush hog, which has got another gator in front of it. But I haven't seen any videos of these. Pretty nice bush hog rhino TS12. They were the first ones that I'm aware of come out with a 12-foot bat wing now. Since I bought this one, some of the other manufacturers have come out with a 12-foot model as well, compared to the usual 15-foot wide models. But anyway, this one comes standard with the chains and stump jumpers, and just was an all-around pretty good deal. We have had a few minor issues with it, which the dealer has provided parts free to me to fix. There was one little design flaw which they redesigned and beefed up, and has since fixed that problem, but we'll go over that sometime when we get that out. Alright, we got a couple of discs. We just obtained this one this year. I don't know how old this disc is, but it's an 8-foot international. Oh, I forget the model number on it. It's got a number like 37 or something like the IH37. I don't remember. But anyway, got that this year. Had some new blades put on it, and it's perfect for getting in those areas that it's harder to get that thing into. That's an old John Deere AW 14-footer. And believe it or not, we had one bigger than this that folded out when it was row cropping. But we went ahead and sold it. And just because we sold the tractor we pulled it with, and we don't have anything big enough to pull it anymore. But anyway, there's the old John Deere AW. Pretty good smoothing out, leveling out disc. So anyway, that's one of the other discs we use. Look over here, here's our hay rake. That's pretty high on my list for replacement, but it keeps on ticking. It's got some welds on it and whatnot, keeps breaking off teeth. But anyhow, that's how we rake it up, and we'll show you a little bit about it sometime. But well, there's a spray rig in the weeds. It has been used. I got to get it out this weekend, spray some with it. Anyway, there's another bush hog sitting in the weeds. Anyway, I'll get around to cleaning up one of these days. But anyhow, there's the equipment, most of it. I'm missing a little bit, but anyhow, just stay tuned, and we'll gradually, as time goes on, go over each one of these items, and I'll tell you what I think about them, show you how they work, and you can get a little idea and feel for how we farm around here. So anyway, stay tuned. See ya.